I'm out here shopping for a new bed. Oh! 360 no scope. What's up, guys? Welcome back. You know, the Cleveland Indians are in the playoffs, or I'm not sure. They've won 3 out of the games so far. I think they might have lost to the Blue Jays today, but if we win, we go to the playoffs. That's nuts. And I actually am not a huge fan of like watching baseball, but I've been tuning in a little bit. It's on at work, and seeing these guys, it's incredible. Like these pitchers throwing 90-mile-an-hour fastball or more is insane. And you know, I almost get jealous. I'm almost like, damn. You know, I remember back in Little League, I used to play, the majority of my childhood was playing various sports, but the most one was baseball. I made it to All-Stars. I was a good player. I wasn't the best, but I was pretty good. And you know, I'm 24 now, and I'm seeing these guys up there. I'm getting a little jealous, man. I'm like, shit, you know, I didn't go to the MLB, the pro leagues. What the hell am I doing? But you know, that's okay. That's their strength to play baseball. You know, but for all of us, just looking at like other people and saying to ourselves, this guy or this girl is better looking than me. This guy's a faster runner. This guy's funnier than I am. I've heard this guy's hilarious. I'm not hilarious. Right? I don't have the best physique. Or am I that intelligent? Am I going to develop a new software that changes the world? Will I ever be that great? Right? But when you start associating yourself with this, when you weigh yourself on a value system of he's better than me, so then I'm worthless. She's better than me, so I'm not good enough. That sucks, man. That's not a good place to be mentally. And part of the reason a lot of us get this anxiety, this doubt of our own self-worth is because we don't realize our own strengths. Have you ever actually taken the time? You guys, this may sound a little, weird. Oh no, here's this little philosophical thing, stupid bullshit test. No, take out a piece of paper and write down some strengths. Do you really know your strengths? Everyone says, realize your strengths. What are you good at? Own that. But first we have to identify with. So, just throwing a couple out there. Being curious, being funny, being witty, being attractive, being playful, being cunning, being a knowledge seeker, the love to write or read or explore or run, whatever this may be. Identify with some strengths. And maybe you're sitting there and you feel like worthless, you feel like shit. But I guarantee you guys, we all have strengths. We all have something that if we thought about another person, who we admire most. If you admire J.K. Rowling, writing Harry Potter books the most, she's a great storyteller. Something in you just has so much admiration for this woman. And maybe lying inside you, dormant, is a great storyteller waiting to come out. When you're with your friends, or maybe you've had a couple drinks inside of you, then you start to get very storytelling. You love that. It invigorates your body. Look to the people, if they were around you and they're like, I can't wait to see Elisha today. What would they be excited to see? Would they be excited to hear me speak? What do I value about myself? And that's super important, and it's awesome when you can identify with those strengths. I am kind. I am loving. I am patient. I am a good speaker. I am pretty healthy and fit. I am a cool guy to hang around with and have good conversations with. I am good to be in the company of others. Whatever it is. But now identifying is not enough. Because you can say, yes, yeah, sure, Elijah, I'm kind. Right? You say, sure, I'm this, I'm that. But you almost leave a question mark at the end. Are you really sure? That's when you have to be like, this is powerful, guys. Napoleon Hill, like whatever we keep in our mind is going to affect us throughout the day. It bring life into yourself by owning it. We've identified now how do we own? We say, of course, I'm a good speaker. Of course I'm a good friend. Of course I'm a good boyfriend. Of course I'm a good girlfriend. Of course I'm funny. Of course I'm good at sales. Of course I'm curious. I am. I am. I am. I am. Say I am. Of course. Own it. Identify and own. Guys, and you will realize that when you see other people, if this guy's a better runner than you, or a better baseball player in the professional, good for him. I have my own strengths. And the part of the jealousy and the when we look to other people, it blocks our own creativity. It blocks us from realizing the true strengths that lie within us. But when we realize that, we are going to be free. We're going to have a lot of power. Find your strengths, guys, and own them. Of course. Say to yourself, of course I am. And feel it in your body. Of course. Breathe into your balls. Of course I am. Of course I am good enough. As we go throughout the day, our identity of ourselves is constantly shifting. And even if we have these strengths that we've identified with, and we're beginning to own it, but there's still that doubt. Because so much of our life, we've doubted our intelligence or our worth, our creativity, our purpose. And it is going to take, guys, if you've been told something your whole life, which we have done inside of here, it's not someone else telling us, maybe a few times, but it's what we tell ourselves. I'm not good enough. I'm not attractive enough. You see, but you have to combat that. And you have to relearn. You have to start forming that new skill of identifying with being greater. When you're feeling down and sad, of course I am. Of course I am good enough. Right? Of course I'm not sad and depressed and worthless. My life has meaning. God damn it. You start to bring yourself back. It's a daily walk, an hourly, a minute. Whenever you're feeling this thing's penetrating your barrier, making you feel no good around people, social anxiety, you identify with your strength and you own it. I am good enough. And this guy, he's cool, he's good enough too. He has awesome skills. That girl is freaking awesome. You know, I admire her for what she's doing. But I have my strengths. I'm on my journey, on my path. You're going to realize that through this declaration of I am, of course I am, that when you're feeling like a loser or you're feeling pathetic, and you declare to yourself that I am, then you're going to start to believe that. You're going to start to attract that energy, and it's going to fill your body. Guys, declare to yourself. Find your strengths and own them. I'll see you guys soon.